And so what I work with these athletes is just about controlling the controllables. Your energy, your effort. And that's the biggest thing I teach these athletes is you need to adapt to what happens out there. When you adapt, you become better because circumstances change on a regular basis as an athlete. And I just think it's so overlooked, especially where I find at 14 the kids are starting to progress physically where mentally they're behind. And what you have is, and I call it the Johnny Manziel deal, you got a guy that's 21 years old and has a pile of money. And unfortunately for him, there wasn't anyone to stand up and tell him, like, no, that's a bad decision you're making. And you need to offer direction to these athletes. And unfortunately, mom and dad, the kids don't think mom and dad have it together anymore. Mom and dad can't direct me anymore. They don't get it. So they stop listening to their parents. And then I may talk to the athlete and I say the same things, but it resonates with them because of my experience. Because they're like, oh, he played, he officiates, he gets it. And I never contradict the parents. I'm always transparent with the parents. I let them know what's going on. They can participate when they like. If there's anything that's alarming, I alert them. I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist. I'm someone that's here to help the athlete through my experience. Because I can tell them, like, if you go down this path, it's going to end terribly. You need to trust me on this because I know that, if you start drinking at 16, 17, by the time you're 19, 20 in the world we live in with hockey guys, you're going to be over the edge. You're going to be having, so those are things I can talk to them about, and maybe the parents can't. It's just important to be able to mentor and help these athletes, and that's what the passion comes from me. And with the assassin mental edge method, it's just getting the word out. They just think that little Billy's going to be fine doing what he's doing, and he's going to make the NHL. What happens when he doesn't make the NHL and he's 21 years old and he doesn't know what to do and he doesn't have a job? Where do you go from there? And so it's just real important that you work with these kids to give them an opportunity to progress in life and become good human beings. And that's where mental performance comes from. It stems into life.